We recognize some familiar faces in the building.
I know.
The car show king himself.
My block
Do
is
it,
here.
man. You do it.
My block is here. Yeah.
Big homie,
up,
Big
man?
Block ENT, and Columbus Short
In the building.
in a world exclusive.
Yes.
All you do is see him walking and people trying to talk to him, but
And he keep it pushing.
and he has not said anything to anybody until today. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man.
You good?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there,
Looking
man.
good.
We know you got a new single. We heard it this morning. Gonna play it for people.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah. That's what I'm about these days, man. Just grinding, trying to combat and navigate through this negative BS.
Right. Out of and we'll talk about. I mean, you told us, and for people who are listening, we always tell people, and Block is true to the game since day one. When they say Columbus is gonna come on, we was like, okay, he's gonna come on.
We'll
They was like,
see.
no, he coming on
For
like,
real.
He's it's no holds barred. He want to talk
yeah.
about some things.
Yeah. No, we coming through, and Big Block, that's the big bro.
Yeah.
And we doing some things out here, so I had to come get some.
I
love.
had
holla
to
at
come
the
home from Arsenio Hall to the Ryan and Wanda show.
Hey, y'all big. Y'all one of the biggest shows in the nation.
Well, we
man.
appreciate
Y'all
that,
for real.
man. So let's start with, I've been knowing you since Stomp the Yard.
Yep.
And I know you're a good cat, and I've never heard anything negative about you.
Yeah.
Like when you look back on all of this stuff, like
Wow.
what is it about the media and the speculation? Is it the fact that you never said anything because you knew they would try to twist it around?
Yeah, I mean, it's so crazy. Or being on a show about crisis management and all that. It's kind of ironic how I got in an actual crisis situation myself. But I think it's a two-hander. I think it's there's a hurt people.
Right.
So I think that there was a scorned person or a hurt person, and I think in the loss of a relationship used some really it's ugly warfare, and I think it was it was deterring to my job, you know what I mean, to my career.
You're talking about that going back and forth with your wife.
Yeah, and I think that's the real crux of it all. You know what I mean? There's a lot of personal stuff going on in the house. It was just the games that were played ended up. My personal life ended up being costly, and it's unfortunate. So these allegations of me being an abuser. I've never put my hands on a woman in my entire life. So it was hard to just sit back and just be quiet.
Right.
But what do you say? Because then I'm like, at the point, it's like if you're accused of rape, no matter what, you're accused of rape.
Right.
So brand, sponsorships will back off. ABC backed away.
Yeah.
There was there was a barrage of just stories and stories and stories.
Right.
ABC was trying to hold on as long as they could. You know what I mean? But it's just like this is getting bad. It's getting ugly.
Yeah.
Do you know what
So
I'm saying?
did you get a what was the tipping point, you think?
There was an article or something that came out that said I ransacked my house or something.
Right. That's you had a certain amount of time to get your stuff out.
No, like I ransacked my house, which is funny because I was in Arizona. It was over Easter apparently, and I woke up on Easter in Arizona. I have a house there, and I'm looking on TMZ saying I ransacked my house. I'm just like, this stuff is crazy, man.
Wow.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sleepless nights.
So it became the anxiety got real, the depression was real, and then I decided, you know what? I don't go online. I don't look at it. If you look at the good, you got to look at the bad.
Right.
And so people would stop even telling, like they'd be like, does he know about? There'd be stories, so many stories, man. It was just, and it's stories. You know what I mean?
Right.
And let's be honest with you. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm a hot-headed individual. Like just by nature, I don't like especially with men. I would never put my hands on a woman, but with men. They test you, and where I come from, that's how I had to defend myself.
And some people are saying like your temperament is like over the roof sometimes for no reason.
Never. I'm like I'm a chill dude, man. I'm a laid back dude, but I don't play no games. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. I don't play no games.
So you consider yourself as a hothead?
I used to, especially in my younger years. Absolutely. I think that's why what attracted me to the role of Little Walter, because I got to get that out. You know what I mean? But on the real, it's like I'm a chill dude. This is the thing about people, what I'm realizing. You're cool until you don't do what they want you to do.
That's right.
So then now you out now. Whoa. That's that. I don't play those games no more. Man.
So what do you? Okay, give us an example of what you mean.
Like, people will take from you or manipulate you or use, people on your team, and then you have to flash on somebody.
Okay.
In order to get what's done corrected or need. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you know somebody behind your back or somebody on your team or your spouse or your friend is doing something behind your back shady,
right,
but you're not calling it and it's cool until you say something.
Right.
Now you got to flash.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And sometimes it gets misconstrued. You know what I mean? I had to defend my wife at a bar. You know what I mean? This man was being highly, highly disrespectful, slapping her in the face with $20 bills, doing too much. And it got to the point, it got to that point. And I had to defend myself. But then now I'm, it's crazy, man.
So, I mean, and the bar incident, I mean, this guy, was he a relative?
He's my nephew's uncle.
Okay.
Well, he's my nephew. He's my nephew's uncle.
Okay, so, and we just saw the scene with him, and we're having our V103 exclusive on the Ryan Kevin Morning Show, Wanda Smith with Columbus Short, who you know from Scandal, from Stomp the Yard, and from all these other movies, the picture is all over TMZ. This guy's knocked out. He looked dead.
I know.
That was really over-dramatized. But
He was knocked out, though.
Yeah, he was knocked out.
You're saying that he was being disrespectful to your.
I mean,
did he say something?
It was a lot. It was like 45.
Was he drunk?
He was kind of drunk. He was drunk, and I was sober, so it was kind of. I had my patience about me for about 45 minutes until he put his arms around me, dragged me outside, trying to tried to big boss me,
right?
And then took his jersey off, came at me, and I had to end it. That's it.
But you said he was throwing money.
Oh yeah, he was slapping my wife in the face with
slapping your wife in the face.
Like talking about, I got that. I don't make as much money as your man, but you know what I'm saying. But I got do stuff for me. Like he was on that crazy.
Right. That's right. We got it. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like that. He was on that tip, and it was really uncomfortable. People were getting uncomfortable. It was like, and
so did you try to check him right there? It was like, okay, man, you getting out of hand.
Yeah, that's exactly where it started.
Wow. Okay.
It started at A, bruh.
Hey, and for us.
And that means
hey, bruh means for real.
The end.
It started at A, bruh, right. And then it ended at.
You knocked out.
He was just being disrespectful.
Oh, it was out of control that night.
Wow.
But then, then Columbus. See, what's happened, I think, in the media is the media has created this doppelganger of Columbus Short that's not real.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I've got my wits about me. I think I can handle this thing, and I'm like, it's BS. I'm not gonna let people just think. The worst when, if I was I'm not perfect either, man. I made a lot of mistakes. I've dropped the ball so many times. There's a lot of ways I think my decision making could have been different. However, I am not,
Do you feel like you've let a lot of people down?
I let myself down.
Right.
You got to remember that this has not just hurt me, it's hurt my kids, it's hurt my, my family, it's hurt Scandal family, it's hurt people at ABC, it's hurt a lot of people. But here, I believe that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me, and I believe that it's redemption time. We're coming back. Let's go, Block.
All right, when we come back, we got a new song from Columbus Short, and we'll talk about Scandal. It's the number one. Talk about Shonda Rhimes and the fact that she got back-to-back shows and his relationship with her now and then, and how is it? And is he dead? Or was he dead? Or we're going to answer all that, man. It's exclusive right here on the Ryan Kevin Morning Show with Wanda Smith. And Jim Basile is up there. What's going on, man?